Good morning, people. So, what time are we now? Coming up to 11 o'clock, I believe. I've just sorted out all my PS2 that are going on. Well, I've not sorted them completely, but I mean, I've done like a sort of stage 1 type sort, if you like. So we've got I've grouped them. So this is sports. That's miscellaneous. This big stack here is action and shooter games. This is driving, racer, sort of motorbike games. And then this one down here is all kids. Oh, it's out of focus there. There we go. That down there is all kids. I need to research that one individually. I didn't decide to send it into Amazon because I think the reason I didn't send it in was because it was too highly ranked. But it was quite a good price, so I'm going to check on eBay for that one. And then while I was doing that, I've been testing my Xbox games. So all my Xbox 360 games there. Quite a lot of them. They're all tested. They're to be tested. I've got the Xbox set up there. Oh, I've just come across this one. This was the one I was talking about yesterday that's worth like 35 to 40 quid. Just a very sort of standard one. I might need to sort something out with the insert there. I'll have to sort of position that correctly. But yeah, I didn't realise that just that game there would be 35 to 40 quid. But some of these do surprise you. So yeah, I'm going to be testing that one next. I'm just testing this one now. So yeah. That's what I'm doing this morning. I know I said I wasn't really going to work much, but you know what? I want to get some things done or else I'll feel bad. So I want to at least get a bit of work done this morning, and then I'll have a bit of time with my friends and family and that. So yeah, I've got these all to be tested. I've got PS3, Wii and PS2 in that one. And then I've got sealed stuff and also a couple of consoles in that bottom one. So they're all to be tested, but obviously need listing as well. But yeah, I'll probably have quite a big shipment going out. As you can see, loads of games in there. Just sort of push these to the side. Loads of games in there anyway. Yeah, and then I've got those 2 boxes there from the 250 video games that need to go on eBay. There's hardly any in this one, because I've taken all the PS2 out of this one. But that one's full. But yeah, some good money in it. Good money. There's been a couple of games that don't seem to have worked on the Xbox. So, a bit annoyed about that. Now, I don't think these were anything mega valuable, so it should be okay. But that's the sort of the risk you take with buying video games. Certain ones may not work. I'm going to double test them in a little bit just to make sure, because I don't know. I mean, I did do that. I breathed on it. Is that the right word? Breathed? I don't know. And then just rubbed it on my jeans, but that didn't seem to do anything. So I don't know. I could always get them cleaned, I suppose, from like CEX or whatever. But I don't know. I don't think there's anything particularly high value there, but I'm not sure about that one. Forgot how much that was going for, but yeah. So it's just continuing on testing these. And then bundling up those PS2 games properly in the other room, checking condition and that. And I will check in with you in a little bit. I'm thinking of I've got some questions. I've got my Thursday Talks questions wrote out. So basically I went back through a few videos and found out that there was a few questions that I missed. So I'm hopefully going to go around my mates and we will do them together. So that should be fun. So yeah, I will see you in a little bit, guys. Hi guys, it's Adam and welcome to Thursday Talk. So, as you can see, we're not around my friend's house, we are around mine. I didn't get a chance to go around today. My granddad came round unexpectedly. I was a little bit seduced by work as well. But yeah, hopefully we'll get round there tomorrow and I'll get some more footage. Because it'll just be nice, chilling out, having a laugh around there. So yeah, anyway, I will get on with the questions. I just pulled out a few questions from over the past few weeks. I I don't know whether they want them answering on Thursday Talks or not, but should be alright. So Matt Morris asks, what's the highest ranking PS2 game you will send into Amazon FBA? I generally go off 15,000 in video games as a category, but there are exceptions to that. Like, if say it's 23k in video games or something like that, what I'll do, or even like 16, 17k, I'll go on Camel even, and I'll just type in, you know, the name or scan it in, and then I will look at the sales history, and, you know, if it seems to me that it's worth sending in, I'll send it in anyway. So I do have that sort of limit of 15k, but I might go above that, you know, and then I'll just check, and if it seems alright, then yeah, it's going to go in. Chris Pryor asks, can you recommend any books you read when starting out? No, but I've got one here that when I used to do social media marketing, I didn't just randomly have that there. I did like a Blue Peter thing, like, you know, here's one I got earlier. Not necessarily here's one I made earlier, but yeah, here's one I got earlier. So yeah, I did have that one. I actually wrote a literature review on that. Well, not on that, but this was included in my literature review in on what am I trying to say? I'm lost for words on one of my assignments in uni. So yeah, that is a pretty cool book. I never really did social media marketing to any big extent. I would have liked to, but I do love reselling more than I did social media marketing when I was doing it. So yeah, I mean, I could recommend that one. That's pretty cool. But I did have a, you know, like how to make cash on eBay. I've had a few of them, like how to make money on eBay, how to make cash on eBay, and you know, it gives you like photography tips and all that. I mean, it never really delves into what to sell. Like, when I was younger, I was on eBay and I was doing eBay for quite a while, and I had no help. I didn't know what the hell to sell. And that's why I gave up, you know, when I was like 14, because I had tried all these different wholesale products and bits and bobs, and some of them worked, some of them didn't, some of them made me a bit of pocket money, all that sort of stuff. But I never had, you know, a book that said, look, this is where you need to go. You need to go to Car Boots. This is what you need to pick up. Because as soon as I watched Nick's videos, that spark was ignited in me, and it was like, oh great, right, that's what I need to do. And then what happens over time is you start becoming more of an independent businessman or businesswoman, and then you become more independent thinking, and you say, well, Nick sells this, or this guy sells this. Well, what about if I sold this, or I sold this, because I see more of that in my area. So that's all I needed when I was younger. And none of the books gave me that. So I wouldn't recommend a book. I mean, the books that I've had for eBay, you know, the couple I've had, you know, they've been great for just like your basic stuff. But yeah, they're not going to teach. I think what I'm trying to say is the best way to do it is to do it. Just do it. Just go to the car boot with a tenner or a fiver or even like a quid if you've only got a quid on you. And just go round and just pick like a few items up. You know, you don't need to watch any YouTube videos or whatever. Just go off your instinct, and that'll tell you, you know, and that'll sort of make you aware of what's a fail, what's not. And as you do that over the course of a few months, and you maybe investing a little bit more each time, and you're getting to know which things sell, then you're going to become a better businessman because of it. So yeah, I'd just say the best way to do it is to do it. Beak Nuke says, do you think footballers from Cheshire give to charity shops? No, I don't think so. It's quite funny though, because when I was writing this question, I thought, I wonder what rich people do with their old stuff. Like, I'm inclined to say, well, a lot of them, you know, when they get the new iPhone or whatever, the old one goes straight in the bin, and that's probably true for a few people. But yeah, maybe certain, richer people, maybe if you think, you know what, I'll give it to charity, or I'll sell it on, or, you don't know, but I suppose it depends how rich we're talking, because I suppose, like, the mega rich, they're just going to throw it in the bin. I'm like 90% sure they'll just throw it in the bin, because they don't have any care for, a £500 phone, when they've got, millions upon millions in the bank. But yeah, so maybe the lesser rich people might sell it on, or might go to car boots, and maybe that's where you can find really good items. If when like Land Rover Evokes and all that sort of stuff, they pull up, and you've heard people talking about that when the big fancy cars are pulled up and they've got in first and they've got a load of Lego or whatever it is. But yeah, so maybe we sell them at car boots, maybe we give them to charity, maybe we throw them out. Really don't know. But I would say if the mega rich, they'd probably just throw them out. That's what I'm going to say. And Rob Crossland asks, what's your method for cleaning Lego? I've said this in a previous video. I don't really do much Lego anymore, like the bulk lots, but when I get them in, I either have a big black bucket or I'll do it in the bath. And you just sort of, I just pour on water. I don't do like lukewarm water or warm water, because then it can warp the actual bricks. So I just do cold water, put a little bit of soap in. I know you can do hydrogen peroxide and leave it in the sunlight, but I've not tried that. Obviously it'll work, but I've just not tried it personally. And then I just leave it, and then I stir it around a few times, and I leave it a bit, and I make sure it's got a good soak in there. I tip it onto a towel, and then I dry it out a little bit best I can, and then I'll just leave it on the towel, and then basically come back to it hours later. And if it's not dry, I'll give it another dab, and then just leave it a bit longer. But the only thing that annoys me with that is what you'll get is like, the underside of a Lego brick, you have like the little tubes coming out, and you'll have like the little crevices. What'll happen is the soap might get in there. Oh, my light's gone off here on my computer. What'll happen is like little bits of soap or water will stay in those little crevices. So yeah, I've found that happens a little bit, and it is quite annoying, that. I'd say your best way, and I think this might even help with discoloured bricks, is the hydrogen peroxide. But unless, it's a really sunny day and you can leave it out for a good period of time, you'd have to get like one of those UV light machines, and they are really expensive to get one of it, like a proper setup. But yeah, so I just go down the water and soap, and just give it a good dry off with a towel. So that is everything. So that is Thursday Talks. Just need to put that back in a minute. I need to remember to put that back. My voice is going today. I've got like starting to get like a bit of a, I don't know what it is. Don't know how to explain it. Like, when the top of your throat gets tingly and a bit sort of sore. Not, yeah, I suppose sore. Maybe it's just a throat thing. I don't know, but yeah, I need to sort that out anyway. So I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's daily vlog.